So basically, some points were left in biofilm. The biofilm is also an organized structure basically, and it has also microcolonies of bacteria and non-randomly distributed in a shape of matrix or glycolex. So basically, a biofilm also consists one or more communities of microorganisms embedded in the glycocalyx that are embedded to a solid surface. It is basically the matrix and the bacteria has been embedded in this. Now basically let's move to the main topic, which is structure and properties of biofilm. So in the lower levels of most biofilm is a dense layer of microbes, means here a dense layer of microbes which is bound together in a polysaccharide matrix with other organic and inorganic materials like. So basically in this line, we will discuss the lower levels of epithelium. So the lower levels of epithelium here means is the deepest layer that is actually close to the tooth surface. Okay, in that there is a dense layer of microbes, means they are densely packed with the microbes. Okay, and basically the nutrient supply to that layer is very less, creating an anaerobic condition. Okay, now the next part is basically polysaccharide matrix. This is actually contains and hold the bacteria together. Okay, it is actually a protective matrix and basically protect the microbes from host immune response, antibiotics, and mechanical remover. Now, other organic and inorganic materials include here proteins, enzymes, lipids, extracellular DNA. That was organic. In unorganic, we have calcium phosphate and fluoride ions basically. Okay, so now you understand that the lower levels consist of very densely packed microbes, and they are actually binded together in a polysaccharide matrix with other organic and unorganic materials. Moving towards top layer now. The top layer is loosely layered, which is often highly irregular in appearance and extend to the surrounding medium like this. So the top layer is loose, highly irregular, and extend to the surrounding medium. The fluid layer bordering the biofilm may have rather than a stationary sublayer and a fluid layer in motion. Here basically the fluid layer bordering the biofilm is actually means that basically the plaque is present in the mouth, and in the mouth it is surrounded by saliva or gingival clavicle fluid. Okay, and the outer surface of the biofilm what will be facing this fluid, which is very important for the nutrients and removing the waste. Now basically the fluid layer is actually that's why around the biofilm. Now stationary sublayer. Basically this is a very close to the biofilm, and it is actually the fluid movement is very minimum, and here it is almost a boundary layer, you can consider it. Fluid layer in motion basically means that the outer part where saliva and other fluids flow freely. This phenomena is actually influenced by chewing, talking, and swallowing. So the fluid layer is motion because it is actually exposed to the its outer exposed to the saliva. Then molecular diffusion of nutrients actually. So basically in the absence of strong flow near the biofilm, nutrients do not enter the biofilm by direct, means if there is actually the very strong flow, in the presence of very strong flow near the biofilm, so the nutrients will not move inside the biofilm. Instead they will penetrate them slowly through the molecular diffusion. Okay, basically which is actually passive movement from higher to lower concentration. Okay, now